Imagine for a moment a ripple. Not just a ripple in a puddle, but a subtle tremor through the very fabric of existence. A feeling that something is slightly off. A memory that doesn't quite fit. A story that seems to have more than one ending. This isn't just a quirk of perception. Sometimes it's the signature of a passing, incredibly fast and deeply well-intentioned hero. We often think of heroes as those who save lives, stop villains, and protect the innocent. And Barry Allen, the Scarlet Speedster, known as the Flash, certainly does all of that with unparalleled dedication. But his unique connection to the Speed Force, his ability to outrun time itself, places him in a category far beyond mere heroism. It makes him something else entirely, a living, breathing nexus of temporal possibility. A figure so central to the DC multiverse that his actions, whether intentional or accidental, have repeatedly rewritten reality on a fundamental level. He is, in essence, DC's accidental reality architect. His profound impact truly came into sharp focus during the original Crisis on Infinite Earths. Before this seminal event, the DC multiverse was a sprawling, fragmented tapestry of countless Earths, each with its own history and heroes. It was a beautiful, chaotic mosaic, but also one vulnerable to the encroaching Anti-Monitor, an entity determined to consume all existence. As the very last vestiges of the multiverse crumbled, Barry Allen found himself in an impossible position. He wasn't just fighting a villain, he was running against the very annihilation of time and space. In a moment of breathtaking sacrifice, Barry pushed himself beyond the limits of what was thought possible. He ran, faster than light, faster than causality, to destroy the Anti-Monitor's antimatter cannon, saving what remained of reality. But this heroic act came at an immense cost. Barry merged with the Speed Force, seemingly disappearing from existence in a blaze of crackling energy. His death was not just a tragic end for a beloved hero, it was the ultimate act of temporal intervention. He didn't just save worlds, he allowed a new, unified timeline to be born from the ashes of the old. His sacrifice was the very linchpin upon which the post-crisis DC universe was forged, an ultimate testament to his inherent, world-shaping power. For decades, his absence was a foundational element of the DC narrative, a powerful reminder of the deep well of potential within him, even in his final moments. Years later, Barry would return, a welcome sight for his friends and allies. But his return, like so much else with Barry, brought with it unforeseen consequences. Grief is a powerful emotion, and even the fastest man alive is not immune to its crushing weight. The loss of his mother, Nora Allen, to a mysterious killer, had haunted Barry for his entire life. In a moment of profound human sorrow, he did something that only he could do. He ran back in time and prevented her murder. This singular, deeply personal act ignited the cataclysmic event known as Flashpoint. By altering that one moment, Barry didn't just save his mother, he ripped the very fabric of reality apart. The familiar world vanished, replaced by a darker, twisted timeline, where Aquaman and Wonder Woman waged a destructive war. Batman was a grimmer figure driven by different tragedies, and Superman remained imprisoned. When Barry finally understood the magnitude of his mistake, he had to make the agonizing choice to restore the original timeline, even if it meant his mother's death. But even that restoration wasn't perfect. The Flashpoint event reverberated through the multiverse, ushering in the New 52 era, a radically different DC continuity that forever bore the scars of Barry's unintentional temporal surgery. It was a powerful demonstration that even the most pure-hearted intentions, when coupled with godlike temporal power, could reshape reality in ways no one could predict. He wasn't just a speedster, he was a living time bomb, a walking paradox of immense power and profound responsibility. More recently, in the tumultuous pages of Dark Crisis, we've seen yet another facet of Barry's pivotal role. During this unfolding multiversal threat, Barry Allen was captured and imprisoned, effectively removed from the board by the forces manipulating the crisis. His absence, his forced inactivity, was a critical factor in the unfolding chaos. It highlighted just how essential he is to the stability of the timeline. When Barry is not there, when he is incapacitated, or when he is being manipulated, the entire universe feels his absence, tipping towards instability and danger. He is not just a participant in these crises, He is often the central figure, whether as a sacrifice, a catalyst, or a vital piece whose removal creates a vacuum of power that villains exploit. Looking across these major crisis events, a clear pattern emerges. Barry Allen is not just a hero. He is a linchpin, a keystone, an almost gravitational force around which the very timeline itself seems to bend and reshape. His ability to travel through time, to perceive and interact with temporal currents, has made him indispensable, yet also incredibly dangerous. He carries the burden of knowing that a single mistake, a moment of personal weakness, or even a well-intentioned choice can have repercussions that ripple across all of reality. He's a character of immense heart, often driven by a simple desire to do good, yet armed with a power that dwarfs almost any other in the DC multiverse. So, the next time you see the Flash blur across the pages of a comic or the screen, remember that you're not just witnessing a hero, you're seeing a living, breathing nexus of temporal possibility. He is, undeniably, one of the most important and potentially most dangerous characters in the entire DC multiverse. A man who, perhaps accidentally, is the architect of countless realities. What are your thoughts on Barry Allen's unique burden? Do you think his accidental reality-shaping power makes him more compelling, or simply too dangerous to be allowed to run free? We'd love to hear your perspectives in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this exploration of the Scarlet Speedster's profound impact, please consider following for more deep dives into the intricate tapestry of comic book lore.